everyone, so I'm back again with another session on the glossary terms that I'm going over within the index of my Louisiana Notary Study Guide. The last video was about active donations. It was probably kind of boring. It was a lot of information, but it's useful information. Today I want to talk about age and age requirements. So I have some indexing on age and the different areas as far as when you need to be concerned about age, whether it be for the witness or any of the signers, the appearers, anything of that nature. So let me get right into that. Okay, so if you can see this here, I have age kind of scribbled at the bottom here because it was not part of the index, guys, so I penciled that in. So I don't know if it's going to be a part of yours, but if it is, great. If not, it is something that matters, and it's very likely it could be on the test of some sort. So there's different areas where I noted where the age of the testator matters, the age of the donors matter, the age of the witness matters, and witness to a will is something else that matters. So I'm going to go over all of these in detail, starting with the age of testator on page 430. Okay, I am on page 430 here, and we can see, let's see, where are we talking about age here? Okay, so I have highlighted right way at the bottom that where a minor is 16 years of age or older, he may make a testament despite not having capacity to enter into other ordinary contracts. So what this is saying, guys, is that a minor who is 16 years old may make a testament. So that's very important. You're going to want to highlight that or make a note of it somewheres. That is in notarial practice, somewhere in your chapter for succession and testaments. So if you can't find it, make a note of it somewhere and index it in your book, that a minor who is 16 years of age at minimum can enter into a testament. Okay, and then the next one, the next page was of other donors. So I have two pages there, 143 and 431. I was just at 430, but let me go there first, then to 431, and then we'll go to 143. Okay, so this is the same chapter, Successions and Testaments, on 431, and this is the age of the donor. Okay, I didn't highlight it, but you can see the information here. So that is Article 1477, to have the capacity to make a donation inter vivos or mortis causa. A person must also be able to comprehend generally the nature and consequences of the disposition that he is making. So, and it goes into more detail about having the mental capacity and so forth and so on. So that's very important. Article 1477 is the capacity to donate. And then you can also see up at the top, Article 1476 is minors, saying the minors and the incapacity to make donations and exceptions. It says a minor under the age of 16 does not have capacity to make a donation, either inter vivos or mortis causa, except in favor of his spouse or children. So unless you're married at under the age of 16, you are not having the capacity to make a donation. So you probably will want to make a note of that. Okay, next I'll go to page 143. All right, we're at 143. So basically it's the exact same articles here, Article 1476 and 1477. So here's where I actually highlighted it, where minors have their incapacity to make donations, except in favor of spouse or children. And then I also highlighted here you can see that next paragraph, a minor who has attained the age of 16 has capacity to make a donation, but only mortis causa. So he may make a donation inter vivos in favor of his spouse or children. So basically, guys, this is saying that, again, a minor who is 16 can have a testament, which is a donation mortis causa, but they cannot do a donation inter vivos. So they can't, say, have an active donation for a car, for example, unless it is in favor of a spouse or a child. So I hope that makes sense. And I'll go to the next section. Okay, next we are going to talk about the age of a witness. And it looks like I put there 325. And then witness to a will was 327, and then on to 445. So let's see if we can knock all those out pretty quickly without boring you too much. So page 325 first. So here we go, a whole paragraph about the age for witnesses. So I am going to actually read this. It might make more sense. Except where the law specifically provides otherwise, no age requirement exists for a witness to be considered competent, as long as the witness is of proper understanding. So, and I wrote this extra note here, don't go too low in age, that is, unless the test clearly spells out that the minor is mature and fully understanding. So that was kind of a personal note for me, because you want to make sure if there's a test question on age for witnesses, that you don't want to say like a 10-year-old is eligible to be a witness, you know. Unless it's a 10-year-old that the test specifically says this person is having the capacity to be a witness, then it's okay. The test is saying, yes, it is okay. This person can be a witness. And the next paragraph reads, the law specifies that a witness to notarial testament must have attained the age of 16 years old. So you kind of want to stick with that age of 16 years old. That is the age for witnesses. And then the other page was 327. Basically, this is just highlighting, well, not highlighting, it's just stating other facts or considerations to note for witnesses. So it's saying that these bullet points, this list of 4 bullet points here, is declared as incompetent to be witnesses to any testament. So a person unable to sign his name, an insane person, a person who is blind, a person under the age of 16. So this is saying that any of these type of people are not competent to be witnesses to testaments. This is under the chapter for acts, acknowledgements, and affidavits. And it's in the section called Witnesses to Testaments. So if you don't have this somewhere, you will want to make sure you note all 4 of those bullet points. And then the last page I had was 445. That is right here. Okay. And then again, it stresses where I highlighted Article 1581, persons incompetent to be witnesses. So it's going to have a lot of the same information. It's just the actual article. And it is written, a person cannot be a witness to any testament if he is insane, blind, under the age of 16, or unable to sign his name. A person who is competent but deaf or unable to read cannot be a witness to a notarial testament under Article 1579. Okay, so that is it for age that I have noted. If you have any questions or want me to go into more detail on any of this, let me know. But it is very important that if you don't already have age indexed in your glossary, I highly suggest put it there, because it's very possible you will have some kind of question regarding age and the signing of some kind of document, whether it be a testament or an affidavit or an act of donation or any kind of authentic act. And as always, thank you for watching and following, and please subscribe if you're not already. That subscribe button right there, it helps me out and it lets me know that I'm doing some good. And thanks again. And give me any comments if you have any comments to share. Thanks.